Okay, so here's a quick video going over all of the resources for this book. I saw that your account is in a pending mode, which means that you can't access all of this, but as soon as I get notification that it's out, I will create the same thing that I'm about to show you in your homepage. So don't worry about that. But for now, I've put it into my own. Here is uh, I've loaded it as MindTap for the Mellow book, and it's the same way in yours because it is led by the digital, and then the loose leaf is like kind of an ancillary or a secondary. Um, at any rate, I'm going to show you how to create a course in just a second, but for now, the instructor companion website is right here. So I'm going to say create a course. Now, like I mentioned, and I supplied you the ISBN for the loose leaf version, it automatically comes with MindTap. So you want to make sure you're setting it up for your students, even if it's just as an ancillary. But a lot of instructors use this as a required piece of the class. And this is another way you can view the ebook while you're waiting for the hard copy. So I'm going to say create a course. And again, this is something that you can walk through completely. I'm going to name it Mellow Demo. This is something that you can do once your account is all set up, or actually I'll load one for you. So I filled in all of these details. I had a pause. I'm sorry. I hope I'm in the right place. Start and end date, etc. The course will self-populate. And again, I'll load a demo course for you right to your own account. Students get 2 weeks of free access from the start date, so they can get into the course right away using the course instructions, which is what comes up on this next page for me. They can use the URL, or you can actually integrate this into Canvas, and then they wouldn't need any of that information. And again, something we can touch on sooner or as we get closer. So there's that, the course information. So now if I go back to my Instructor Resource Center, I see my demo course right there. And you'll have one as well shortly. If not, hopefully by the time this video is over, I've been able to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go in and show you what this looks like now. And again, MindTap can be used on its own because it is an ebook, or there's an ebook housed within it. I'm going to click out of this and skip the tour, which you could do though once you got in. So we have, this is what we call the MindTap learning path here. We have an at a glance grade book right here. I actually don't like to see this right here. I like this learning path to spread out a little bit. So I go to my course settings tab, dashboard, and get rid of that. And that actually opens up the page for me. I can always get to the progress app within MindTap down here at the bottom where I can view grades and all those good things. So this is what it looks like. Everything that you see is customizable. So if you, for instance, what I'm going to show you, if you wanted to use this just as an extra ancillary in class, you could mark everything as a practice, or I could do that for you. So students are just accessing the ebook and all the modules in a practice mode or a study mode. So we first have an introduction where students can just go through and learn how to use MindTap. Very easy. The student view actually looks the same as this view right here, except that you have the ability to customize. So we've arranged this into two parts, and if I expand the part, we have our chapters. The chapters will be organized very similar to one another, so students will know what to expect from chapter to chapter. If I open a chapter, I have my chapter ebook first. Students can actually take notes and highlights within the ebook. The notes and highlights then flow into their study hub here, where they can create customized study guides. So this is a way you could get in right now to the ebook via the chapter method here, or this right here is the full ebook, where if you click this, it'll pull up the full look of the ebook in a more traditional context. You can search pages of the ebook just right here. And if you're trying to find something very specific, or you can toggle through chapters right here. But this is where you would find that traditional ebook, or down here at the bottom. You can just move this along here. So you have the ebook access for yourself right now, or as soon as your account's logged up. So we have the chapter ebook, and then we have a chapter quiz, testing on concepts. Again, everything is customizable here. Where it says count towards grade, that can be put into a practice mode, and vice versa if there are practice things. The point values can be changed. You can actually put start and end dates on everything, and I'll show you that in just a second. But then we have our chapter folder with assignments. So then we have our business insight. It's just a link to one of the business websites that'll have kind of up-to-date, constant news and whatnot pertaining to whatever chapter. And then I have my chapter 2 assignment. And again, everything customizable. how I do that is I click on my edit tab here, and now I can hide what I don't want to use. So if there's chapters I don't even use, I can hide them. It gets rid of the student view as well. But I can also edit. So if I edit here, I can add to the description. I can set an available date and a due date. I can actually move chapters and assignments around if I cover things in different orders. And then depending on what type of assignment, I have different assignment options here. I might be able to move assignments into practice mode instead of the graded mode. As soon as this pulls up, it usually only takes a little bit the first time and then everything populates pretty quickly. So I have my, let's see, please come up. I'm able to, okay, I can set the number of takes that they can have. I can set a score for each if I want to change the scoring, etc. Lots of different options for each of the assignments. We also have a team that can help customize this for you. So if you were to, for instance, go into chapter 1, do some customization, and then you want us to mirror everything else, we can do that for you in the other chapters. Start and end dates, again, will populate based upon what you do in edit. You have the ability to add and create material, so you can actually add your own content. We can add more activities and homework. More some instructors do midterms through this module, etc. So again, I'm just giving you a brief overview. Something we can certainly get more into as the spring gets closer. We have a huge extent of training. On the right side, we have what we call MindTap apps, where students can access RSS feeds, notes they can take that flow into Evernote, a glossary and a dictionary. There is a school portfolio they can build that works after this is free to them after the class is over, flashcards, and then a progress app. So again, this is just kind of an overview of MindTap. Which is what accompanies the loose leaf version of the book. So if an instructor is not going to use MindTap, we can actually go through and move everything into practice mode. So students are just accessing this as an extra resource. So at any rate, let me know what questions you have and how I can help. I'm on campus all the time if you would like to get together in more in person. But this should be a brief overview. And I haven't gotten an email yet that your account is set up. So once it is, I will send another email alerting you to that. And I will, like I said, I will load a demo course for you there as well. So you can go in, get started on reviewing the ebook, etc. If you have any questions, please let me know.